Hello, good morning. Welcome to New Forest Morphs. Jared and I are excited because one of our favourite clutches is just pipping, and it's pipping 4 days early. It's clutch 24. It's the Hypo Pied clutch, which could have super firefly in them as well. And we could also have captured the clutch by Archie, who's actually a visual pied. But this at least 2 hypos. If we zoom in, Jared, you can see we've got 10 eggs to cut. We did have 11, but one went bad. And you can see there's a hypo sticking his head out, and there was 3 others. Can you see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that have pipped, so over half the clutch have pipped. So I think what we'll do, Jared, we'll start with this one on this side here, and we'll just see what we've got, shall we? We're trying to hit the firefly Hypo Pied is what we're trying to hit, and we've got a better chance because we've got 10 eggs. Let's just follow the cut that the animal's made itself. And then let's see what we can achieve here, see whether we can achieve our target. Just going to open that one up, and then we can come in on this side. There's a double cut there, you can see his cut below as well. And let's see what we've got here. Looks like a hypo,
yeah.
Fire hypo, looks like Archie to me. Let me just take a little bit of this out as well, Jared.
Yeah, like a semicircle.
There's the head, you can see the head just poking out, but it's definitely a hypo. Whether it's a Hypo Pied is another matter, but it's very pretty. So there we have a beautiful animal there, Jan. What would you say? Hypo?
It's definitely got pastel in it.
Pastel.
Pastel hypo, maybe a firefly hypo.
Yeah. I'll just come in on this side, maybe take a little bit of the egg around this side, we can see it better, Jared.
Yeah. Yeah, when they've absorbed all the yolk, you can cut it quite high.
I think so. I think they really have absorbed well. Now we had to move these out of the other incubator because it was spiking, but the reality is that they've developed quicker than we expected. It looks very much like Archie to me. It's definitely a pastel hypo. I can't see any pied markings on it.
No.
So I don't think we've hit the hypo.
No, it's not pied.
But it's a very, very, very pretty animal, Jared.
Yeah, really pretty.
Yeah, it's got that desert ghost feel about it, hasn't it? When you put pastel in with hypo, it really does brighten it up. So that's what we've got. So we've hit 1 hypo. Let's move on to the next egg. And we'll just give that a crease. Push the membrane down. And then we'll go in again.
I reckon this one's pied.
I hope you're right. Hypo.
Yep, there's another hypo.
And cool, just look at the colours on this, Jared. Really pretty.
So we can get a super pastel hypo from it as well, can't
Yeah, I think so.
This one's a lot brighter. Almost looks banana.
It does, doesn't it? So that looks like it could be a super hypo, super pastel hypo, that one. That's what I'm guessing, Jared.
Yeah, we need to see the head stamp, but
Yeah.
potentially.
Let's take this one's pipping. So let's take this one next. So far we are doing very well on the hypos. It's whether or not the pieds are going to come up.
So if Archie's taking it, he's only possible het pied.
Well,
So
he has got the tracks though.
Yeah, but he's still possible.
Yeah.
Because that's not a dead cert.
No, I just hope that if he's captured it, he's not a
If there's no
pied.
pies, then if there's no
just loads of
pies.
hypos, and we'll see. We'll soon find out. And the girl, as I said, pastel double
Double het.
het hypo. What's going on there, Jared? It looks like another hypo.
It does. That looks like a plain hypo.
We've been very blessed on the hypo genetics here, Jared.
So that's making me think that Archie took the clutch.
Well, possibly.
Because 1 in 2 would be a hypo if he took the clutch.
Yeah.
Whereas if it was Samo, it would be 1 in 4. So far we've got 4 out
That
of
looks like
4.
a fire
3 out of
hypo.
3.
A fire hypo to me.
Yeah.
Just look at the. Yeah, that's a fire hypo. So we've got.
Pastel, fire, and then maybe a super pastel fire.
Yep. Okay. Well, we're doing well. There's this one here. I'm gonna have to disturb this one. Let's go in again. This one looks like it's a hypo as well, Jared. I mean, honestly, we are hitting the hypos, that's for sure.
Hopefully one of them can be a pied.
Wow, what have we got here?
Another hypo.
This one's like a multicoloured hypo, this one. It's carrying a lot of genes, Jared, this one. Wow, crazy. Can't see any pied in it.
Nope.
But it's another pastel hypo. And it could have fire in it again. Can't see any pied in it.
I reckon that's a pastel fire. That's a firefly.
Is that a firefly hypo?
That one there is just a pastel.
Yeah.
That one's pastel fire. You can see the difference.
Okay.
Next to each other.
Right. Unbelievable. I just can't believe we're getting so many hypos here, Jared. Can you?
Honestly.
I just hope that Archie's carrying the pied gene though, because if he's captured the clutch and given us more hypos, but only half of them should be hypos, Jared. So
there's a normal.
have we got a normal there?
Yeah. Which is unusual. But there's no hypo in that.
Okay, so that's the first non-hypo. There's no pied markings on it, I can see. Pretty little animal, so there's our first normal. Let's have a look at this one here, this is a hypo. Let's poke his head out, so we'll get that back in. If we can. Are you going to go back in? Yeah, he's going back in. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There's always a risk when you're using a possible pied as opposed to 100% het pied, even if he is a hypo, that we're not going to hit any pieds at all here, Jared, which is a little bit concerning me. So he may not be a 100% het for pied at all. But what have we got here? This is pretty.
That looks like
pastel or super pastel.
No, not super. That's a pastel fire.
Pastel
firefly.
Firefly.
Firefly ghost, I reckon.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, the absence of any pieds tells me that Archie's taken the clutch and he's not pied.
So far, although with our
could get a mixed one, yeah.
With Calypso, we had no pieds till the very last egg.
Oh, this is true. This is true.
So you never know.
We're strong on the hypo gene. Are we going to get a pied?
And will it have hypo in it?
Well, the answer, Jared, is this is not a pied.
Because 1 in 4 should be a pied. If it's het. And so far we've had 5, 6 that aren't pied out of 10.
So I don't think we've... what we've got there, we've got a pastel. Is it a hypo?
Not sure.
I think it is.
Pretty.
It's really pretty, isn't it?
I think that might just be a firefly without
the
ghost.
hypo.
Yeah, without hypo.
Okay.
Because if you hold it next to one that's got hypo in it,
Yeah.
same animal but one's got hypo, one's not.
Yeah. Okay.
It almost looks like that in shed.
Well, we've got 3 more to try and hit a pied. I don't think we're going to get any pieds. These hypo pieds are eluding us, Jared. They're eluding us.
And they really are.
They're not proving easy to hit, I must admit.
Hypos all day long.
Yeah. It's nice to get a few hypos in the collection, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there'll be possible het pied.
That's correct, and half of them should be het for pied because the mother's 100% het, even if Archie isn't. But it means that Samo, who's the original father that we put to her 2 or 3 times, he does carry the pied gene. So, are we going to hit pied?
There's a ghost. Firefly ghost again.
Firefly ghost?
Or hypo. Ghost and hypo are the same thing, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a firefly hypo.
We are hitting lots and lots of hypos. The good news about hitting lots of hypos is half of them should be Hypo Pied. So it will improve our odds, Jared. It's just a question of working out if they've got the markings on them. Right, we're down to the last two. Are we going to hit a pied? And is it going to be a Hypo Pied? That's the question. No, no pied. Or is it?
No.
No.
There's another classic.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing hypo in that.
No, I think this is a normal.
Yep. Last egg.
Last chance. Okay, here we go.
Last chance lagoon.
Here we go. Last chance lagoon. Is it going to be the same as Calypso? We can't complain about the number of hypos there, Jared.
No, not at all. And there's some really pretty ones in there.
There really is, yeah. And they've got the extra genes in them as well. So I think overall it's been a reasonably successful clutch. But like I say, not to hit one of these pieds tells me that Archie probably isn't a pied and he captured the clutch at the end. So let's have a little look, see what we've got. Another normal, I think.
Wow.
So we did well in the beginning, but I think we've got another wild looking snake here.
That's 3 normal looking snakes.
Yeah, and there's a lot of genes in there. So let's just recap and see where we are, Jared. So let's work out the hypos. So we've got hypo, fire, pastel hypo. That one is a hypo as well. I think that's a pastel hypo.
That's not pastel.
No,
that's a fire hypo.
Is that a fire hypo? Okay, fire hypo.
The next one's the pastel hypo.
Pastel hypo. Yep. Normal. That one's a hypo.
I think that's a fire hypo.
Fire hypo. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
yep.
hypos.
And this one's a hypo.
6 hypos.
There's a firefly there.
Firefly.
Might even be super pastel. Look how white that head is.
So we've got 6 out of 10 hypos, but no pieds. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. So the chances are that Archie took the clutch, and the chances are that he is not pied, which is a little bit annoying because if Samo would have gone in there, I'm sure we would have hit some pieds.
Should we see? Does he have Does he have tracks?
I thought he did. Should we have a little look?
It might be his sibling that's got tracks. Because if it does, it just goes to show that tracks don't always mean het pied. Potentially. Oh, he's got no tracks.
No tracks?
No, that.
So it was my bad call, was it, putting him in there? I thought he had tracks.
Oh, he has got tracks.
Yeah. That's what I saw.
Weird. Now,
doesn't mean he isn't, but what it could mean, Jared, is that sometimes you get clutches where you hit lots of one gene and not lots of the other. They often come in batches. Because if you look at the first Hypo Pied clutch we had 5 or 6 pieds, didn't we? And she gave us the pied gene was very prevalent. This time the hypo gene is very prevalent. So to me, sometimes it's how it goes. You get like a lot of one and a lot of another. What we want is a nice balance between the two, just to hit the Hypo Pied. But we're going to be kept in suspense for another season, I think. We'll try again. Hopefully we'll get the girl back up to size. So that's good news. So clutch 24. We've got a lot of hypos here, Jared, and they are very pretty. And if they've got tracks, hopefully they are carrying the pied gene. Half of them should be Hypo Pied anyway. And so our chances are improving all the time, Jared. It's just patience is the name of the game here. So let's give a quick update on what we're doing with the second hatchling rack. Jared and I have built, well, Jared did most of the building. You can see here that we've got half of the second hatchling rack up and running. And we've put some snakes into their rubs. Jared, want to come have a little look? See what we've got. So you might want to come over this side actually. There's more light. Come right over here, Jared. So here we've got, that's your pastel cinnamon spot nose, I think it is. Okay, possibly, I don't think she's got orange dream, it would be a bit brighter. That's the banana, cinnamon, orange dream and pastel. We don't think it's got spot nose, but they're all settling into their new homes. Very pretty snake, Jared.
I'm still not sure if it's cinnamon.
Yeah, let's have another look at it and see, because I'm pretty certain that cinnamon's in there, but
The pattern, because the patterns are so different than the cinnamon pattern.
yeah. Do you think the orange
It
dream
has got the dark
yeah
colours as well, so
yeah
if anyone else out there knows, let us know.
okay, so we'll see how that one pans out. It might be that the orange dream is amplifying the banana and the purples are being amplified by the orange dream rather than the cinnamon.
Yeah. There's a pastel banana.
And I don't think it's got spot nose, has it? So half of them should have spot nose, but let's have a look at its patterns and see, Jared. Has it got spot nose patterns to it? Difficult to establish that. Okay. And then we've got, what have we got in here, Jared? Now these are the purple passion clutches here, so that one looks like it's a pastel purple passion, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a quick look through. That one's got very pretty markings on it. Another purple passion. These are all 100% het for ultramel. This one is, I think, pastel orange dream. Some clutch.
Some wacky pattern on it.
Yeah, was it got spot nose as well, maybe?
I reckon.
Spot nose, orange dream, pastel.
It just looks more wackier than a normal.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about spot nose, so I need to look into it, but
yeah,
it's certainly wackier than a normal
if
pastel.
you get uniformity on the alien heads, which you've got here, perhaps indicative of spot nose. But usually you get spots on the nose, but I think when you've got pastel and banana going in, the spot nose itself may be less prevalent. So, pretty snake though.
Yeah, I think it's definitely pastel OD.
Yeah. Just push that in. Here we've got a normal. Yeah.
I like this one.
Okay, what do you think we've got going on here, Jared?
There's a purple passion with a lovely stripe down its back, which
Yeah.
I reckon is yellow belly.
So, that's right, it could be yellow belly.
Because a super yellow belly makes an ivory, and that's got a stripe.
That's a good point. So this one could be yellow belly, very pretty. And then this one we've got really
like an
beautiful.
eel.
Isn't it beautiful?
Really grey.
So again with purple passion, but this has got probably yellow belly and maybe it doesn't have the pastel in it.
That's what I think. I think it's the same as the last one, but without pastel.
I think it's really pretty though, and we've got a couple of these, haven't we?
Yeah.
They are beautiful. They seem to be settling in nicely into their new homes. So what we've done on the mat side is we've ordered 8 new mats. It's cost us a bit more money, but we just can't wait for the other supplier to source them. So we've decided, and they're coming today, so Jared's going to finish building this rack, and then we're going to feed our adults today, so we're going to have to put some food out, and there'll be a feeding session tonight. This is your Mojave gravel.
Not gravel.
Sorry?
Not gravel. Yellow belly.
Oh yeah, sorry, Mojave yellow belly. Het for ultramel. Yeah. That's beautiful. And if you compare them to the
What's going on with this?
is it me?
I'm not sure. Oh, you've put it in the same one.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking to myself, sorry about that. Yeah, okay.
So, because we're halfway through the build, we haven't got the back on it yet.
I
So
know, we've done that. So
we're here.
Go on, Jared, you can have it.
So this is another one.
So Mojave yellow belly.
Yep.
Het ultramel.
And another one.
Very pretty snakes.
Was there pastel in this clutch?
Yes.
That one I think's got pastel in it.
Okay. Yeah.
I like this one.
That's a phantom pastel.
Yellow
Het
belly.
ultramel with yellow belly in it as well. So you can see the difference between the phantom and the Mojave. Phantoms have got much smaller circles and more of them, I think.
see the spacing on the Mojave compared to the Phantom.
Yeah.
Similar gene.
Yeah. Usually there's a babies back in
There we go. Another purple passion. Nothing. Oh yeah, that's all of it so far. The rest are still shedding out.
Okie dokie. Right.
And once they've shed out, we'll put them in.
Yeah.
And then we'll build the rest of the rack, so it'll look like that one.
Yeah. Now clutch
Fill 'em
23,
up.
which should have come earlier, is on its way. It's only one egg, so we'll do that in a few days once it's ready. But we'll just put the clutch 24 away now.
And I think the reason it's still cooking is because it was in that little incubator and the temperatures were lower.
I think so, Jared.
So
I
it's
think
taking
you're right.
longer.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But I'm really pleased because we did get some spikes on the other temperature, on the other incubator. I'm pleased that these snakes appear to have come through okay. But it did accelerate their development by 4 days. So, right, I think they're all back in there. The clutch 24 has pipped. And I think that's about us for today, Jad. Is there anything else that you wanted to discuss at all?
No.
I hope everyone else is having a good season. I'm sure there's a few eggs that are coming for everyone else out there. I hope that you're hitting your odds. Unfortunately, we didn't hit the Hypo Pied, but that's part of the hobby. You just keep going, and hopefully next year we'll hit that Hypo Pied. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Jared, for being the cameraman, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye for now.